Skydivers over the age of 80 have gathered at Skydive DeLand in Florida to attempt to set a new world record for freefall formation.
The world record is 6 at this point, and we're going to try to do 10. We got 10 jumpers over 80 from all over the parts of the U.S.
We just really enjoy the freedom of falling out of the airplane and the camaraderie of making formations, and then, of course, all the socializing afterwards.
It's still as exciting as it was when I was 20 years old, when I started. I've been doing it for 62 years.
I am on the POPs record, the SOS record, Skydiver over 60, and Jumpers over 70 record. So I figured that Jumpers over 80 would be good.
Most people think that 80-year-olds ought to be sitting in a chair watching TV all day, and we are just not that way.
They're just still kicking it.
Just stay close to him.
These are pioneers of the sport. Most began skydiving back in the 1950s and 60s. Getting a group over 80 together anywhere is tough. Getting them together in the air, in formation, on a single jump is a monumental challenge.
And we just don't know how it's going to work out, whether it's going to work out successful or not.
We don't want to get overconfident. We are in our 80s.
Before they skydive, they dirt dive, practicing on the ground with U.S. Parachute President Chuck Akers, who has flown in from Houston to help engineer the record attempt.
Cliff and Dick out first. They're going to pick up a two-way line of flight. So they're going to be base line of flight. Once we get up to about 5, let's close it. Okay. So come on around and close it. I started jumping in 1985, and if you were over 40 years old at that time, you were a very rare breed. And now, as you can see over here, we've got a bunch of guys that are over 80 years old, and they're all still hopping and jumping and having fun.
Well, I'm still jumping too, so I'm following them out of an airplane. And, you just kind of have to figure as long as he keeps jumping, he's happy. If we go more than a few weeks and we haven't made a jump, I can see that it gets edgy. So
I think they all have a special something that is a need to push themselves to their limits and to never feel that they're finished. There's always more to accomplish.
I'm ready. I've been ready for 62 years for this.
Once suited up, they practice exits from a wooden mock-up.
Going out, and then in, and then out.
Okay. Wait till it gets up now. Change.
They pose for a picture for the Skydiving Hall of Fame, and it's time. They board the plane and climb to 13,000 feet for attempt number 1. And let's just say, it didn't go well.
How'd it go?
It didn't work out at all. We got to regroup. That sucked.
Attempt number 2 and attempt number 3 sucked less, and attempt number 4 didn't suck at all. 8 Joes, 6 jumpers come together to tie the record. Number 7 sets a new freefall formation world record, and number 8 was all they needed to call it a day. Back on the ground, Scotty Gallen's skydiving wife summed it up best.
do the things that are difficult for you. The moral of the story is that you have to keep on moving, keep on doing adventures in order to stay young. So if you stop moving and stop adventuring, I think you get old.